Hello everyone and welcome to this new video on the BalsonAG channel. Today we discuss our progress on our new project of the SBB C45 in 5-inch. Here is another English video to help you understand our project. Here you can see a great picture of an auxiliary bridge test for the army during the First World War with the C45 2617 of this specially reinforced design, which is used for the Gotthard railroad line and which we also want to build. Now I'll briefly explain the sequence of the video. First of all, we will take a look at the overall state of the C45 project, why we decided on this model and what we are aiming to achieve with it. Then we'll take a brief look at the history of the model. Later, you will learn more about what the model will look like and what equipment it will have. At the end, we will report on our latest news and show you some great new impressions. The C45 project. Our last project of the SBB C45 in 5-inch was a great success. Many of our customers are enthusiastic about the model. For example, the customer who was able to pull a great freight train behind him in Friedrichshafen. Here in the top corner you will find a video of it. We would like to rebuild the technical basis of the EC in this model, because it has proven to be unique and outstanding. The fascination for the Gotthard Railway is of course great, as it is one of the most beautiful railroads and has great significance. These last 4 machines, which were reinforced to cross the Gotthard, make us feel as we were back in those days. Of course, this is not the first Swiss machine that we have built. With this impressive model, we would like to continue our series of these locomotives and add a new machine with the C45. As already mentioned, we would like to incorporate the running gear and the basic framework of the tried and tested EC45. But the appearance is of course very different here, and we want to reproduce this true to the original in every detail. This locomotive mainly ran on the Bötzberg line, but as mentioned, the last 4 locomotives were more powerful and could therefore run trains over the Gotthard. The cylinders of the C45 were the largest ever fitted to a twin engine in Switzerland. This of course shows how much power it had at the time. This also leads to the next point, because this power and the technical standard meant that the locomotives could remain in service for a long time, even into the 1950s. If we now understand all these points, it is clear that the locomotive had a massive impact on the development of the Swiss railroad. Now we come to our model. How do we want to design it? What can you expect? Something that is always important to us is the first-class workmanship. To give you an idea, here are some examples of our quality standards. Here, for example, our SBB A35 in 5-inch. Or the C56, also in 5-inch. Next, a fully fitted locomotive. So that you have a model in which you can use all functions optimally and nothing is neglected. We've also noticed that many parts are different from our previous Swiss models, and in order to preserve the original appearance, we are using specially manufactured parts. This means that we do not simply use standard parts, but build a frame, smoke box, boiler, chimney, sand dome, steam dome, driver's cab and much more individually for this locomotive. We do our best for you to combine fascinating technology with an attractive appearance. The first of these models have already been reserved, so if you would also like a locomotive, please contact us now by email on our website or by phone. How is the loco equipped? So that you are prepared for any situation with both a mechanical brake on the tender and a compressed air brake on the loco. You can use the drive pump and injector for the water supply. 2 water gauges are installed so that you always have an overview of the current water level. 2 of our tried and tested safety valves which close very quickly to minimize steam and pressure loss. A model-accurate fire door that can be operated perfectly with our special shovel. There is also a water tank that can hold approximately 7.5 liters of water in the tender. In addition, a further water tank can be installed in an accompanying carriage if required, as the tender has a communicating water connection. The boiler that was used on the EC45 will be used again here in a modified form. Now we have discussed the technical aspects. What about the details? Here the machine is adorned with beautiful parts such as the blower valve, the sanding fittings and the pipes on the boiler, the steps leading to the sand dome, the grab rails on the running plate for the locomotive crew, the wash hatch covers used for cleaning, a removable roof exhaust vent, a water level indicator on the tender that rounds it off, and the feed pipes leading to the injector. Then there is another feature, a tier plate which is placed on top of the running plate, and this gives the model something special. We won't shy away from the effort here if we produce a large enough quantity. There is also the option of having lanterns produced. Now it's time for the news. What has happened so far? First, the progress of the 3D design. The C45 is nearly finished. You will also see beautiful 3D CAD pictures of the model. Second, an exciting development. You can see a 180 degrees video of the locomotive, where you can admire all the details again and get a better idea of the model with the tender. And third, we are also presenting the tender here for the first time, to ensure that it is ergonomically and visually correct right from the start. We are using the proven concept of the tender of the A35 and the C56, and there are only a few adjustments here. And last, of course, you can also see the tier plate in the front area and the pictures to get an idea of how much it all adds up. Unfortunately, our computer does not have the power to display the entire length of the tier plate, but you can still get an idea of the front part. As I mentioned before, you can see from this view that we custom built a lot of parts for this model, and it has great detailing. I will now explain the next steps. How will the project proceed? What can you expect? First of all, we will finalize the design and carefully check and refine all the details again. After that, the production will start and we will manufacture the first parts and place orders. To make sure you reserve your own unique piece, please contact us now if you're interested. Of course, you will be closely involved in the project and experience the entire construction process. We will start the production at the end of March, which means we will be ready in just a few weeks. If you are still hesitating, you're welcome to visit our showroom. There is the EC45, so you can get a first-hand impression of how these machines are built. You can also make a non-binding request for documentation on the machine so that you can take a look at your leisure. The delivery time for this model is approximately 18 months. If you have any other questions or suggestions about the project, please contact us by phone, email, or on our website. Many thanks for listening, and until next time.